Hey everybody, it's GoNix14 back with another episode of NCAA football. As you can see here, we're finishing up the Big Ten season, taking on the Indiana Hoosiers, who are 6-5, 2-5 in Big Ten play. As you can see, we've won our last four, while they've struggled and lost three of their last four. Their only win being over Wisconsin, a 2-point win over them. They seem to have fallen down on hard times. You can see Caleb Turbush doing pretty good there, and their quarterback Trey Robinson only has one interception. So I felt like I was going to be in for a tough game despite Indiana's record because their quarterback was so efficient. So we're going to go ahead and jump right into this game here. As you can see, we're taking them on in West Lafayette at Rose Stadium. This is senior day for the Purdue Boilermakers, and we're going to go ahead and take Indiana down. So now in the first quarter, not halfway through it, Turbo's going to drop out the pass on 2nd and 10. Drop a little before back than he expected to. But he finds O.J. Ross for a nice 20-something yard gain, and he's going to fall down right around the 21-yard line. Indiana's falling back early. Purdue's getting the ball rolling. Now 1st and 10, next play of the game. Gonna hand off to Shavers on that power roll out to the left, and he's gonna cut back. He's gonna get 9 yards on the game. Shavers has definitely been a great addition. As you can see here, Turbo's gonna drop back on 3rd and 6, and he's gonna find Shavers over the middle, and he just crosses the goal line for the touchdown, putting Purdue up 7-0 early in the game over Indiana. Ralph Bolden is still questionable, hasn't come back yet, so Keem Shavers has done a great job as filling in the starting running back role for him. As you can see, everyone there is celebrating for the early touchdown that puts Purdue up 7-0. I'm sorry about that. Indiana has the ball now, and their quarterback Trey Robertson, he's gonna drop back the pass, and he gets picked off by Chris Quinn, the safety, creeping up on the play, and he returns it back for a touchdown. Trey Robertson throws his second interception of the season, coming in the 12th game, and of course, first pass of the game that he throws against us, he gets picked off. Well, it wasn't first pass; it might have been the third. I think he threw 2 on his earlier drive that were both knocked down. So he hasn't had an incompletion yet. So we're doing a great job. So now Purdue's already up 14-0, and it's 3rd and 4. And Turbus is going to find Antavius Edison, the #1 receiver for the Boilermakers, for a first down and then some. So now on 2nd and 6 on the same drive. Turbus is going to drop back the pass, and he's going to get smacked in the face by Bobby Richardson on the right side. But Turbus is like, I don't even care that I got sacked, because on the next play, 3rd and 15, he's going to send Edison on a hot route, noticing that he's got trips right on the left. And Edison's going to streak all the way up, and no one is going to even come close to catching him, as it is now 21-0. We are still early in the game. This is only about 6 minutes left in the second quarter, as Purdue is just rolling over Indiana. I thought this was going to be a tough game, but the Indiana's defense is just not able to hang with the Purdue playmakers on this team. Now Trey Rich is going to run outside because he's like, I can't believe we're down 21-0. He's going to almost roll over Chris Quinn, but he gets a first down and then some, and he's going to continue to drive. That's how you can see the linemen are trying to contain him, but Richardson's like, man, doesn't even matter, man. I'm going to run straight through. I'm going to bowl over Will Lucas, and then I'm going to get another 6 yards on the play. It's now on 3rd and 4. He's going to do a play action fake on that full house playbook, and he's going to run out, and he's going to get almost hit by Will Lucas, but then he fumbles the ball, and it's Frankie Williams who picks it up. That is his 2nd turnover of the game, and as you can see, he's really had to do everything for the team so far. He's kind of running out as no one's able to get open, and you see right as he goes down, he just happens to fall over, and Frankie Williams, who actually knocked the ball loose, also recovers it. It's now on 1st and 20 for Purdue after a holding play. He's going to do the HB screen to Keem Shavers. He's going to bounce out to the right. He's going to get 16 yards on the play. So not only is he doing great running-wise, he's doing great passing-wise, too. As you can see, Turbus has 141 yards passing already. It's now on 3rd and 8 on the same drive. Edison's going to go in motion. Turbus is going to drop back the pass. And he almost gets picked off by Jakari Alexander on that play, setting up 4th and 8, which is where Purdue kicks this field goal here that just doesn't make it. I thought it was going in, but as you can see here on the replay, it literally falls maybe I'd say about 2 to 3 yards short. As you can see, I moved it down because it was about a 49-yard field goal, but he just couldn't make it. So now Trey Robertson's going to drop back the pass, and of course he's not passing. He's running. He's got nothing but daylight here. As you can see, I had a hard time controlling my defenders when he was off and running because I couldn't get them to get back in place properly. I guess I had the controller pointing the wrong way, but whatever. Now it's 3rd and 6. And Robertson going to drop back deep to pass. Now you can see he can't really find anyone open, and that's Chris Quinn again, almost getting his 2nd interception, but he just knocks the pass down, which leads to this 4th and 6 punt, field goal, which is nowhere close. So O.J. Ross is like, I'm going to take this back. And as you can see, O.J. Ross, he cuts it over to the left, and he's got nothing but daylight, and there's no call. The referee hasn't called a flag, and he's gone. O.J. Ross with the 108-yard touchdown return off the field goal was one shy of the true NCAA record, even though it says on here that it was 100 yards. Now it's 28-0. We're not even at halftime yet. So now Trey Robinson to throw it over to Shamar Houston, and Houston fumbles, and now it's who's that? Brandon Taylor, the defensive end, who just happened to be in the right place at the right time, and the ball gets to him. On the next play, Akeem Shavers up the middle for 35 yards on a touchdown. They are rolling right now because Purdue's up 35 to nothing, and we are not out of halftime yet. As you can see, it's like parting the Red Sea there with the two offensive linemen, as Shavers has nothing but daylight and no one can stop him. So Purdue's gonna go into the locker room 35 to nothing. I can already tell you now, nothing will happen in the second half. I mass subbed out the first string guys, put in my second string guys and a bunch of seniors so that they could give a chance to play on senior night, on senior day. And as you can see here, this is the only thing that really noticeable happens in the third quarter. I mean, in the second half. Trey Robinson, pitch, radio option fake. He backs off the defender. He gets the first down. He pushes off another defender, and he finally gets tackled. And as you can see, that he is not getting up as he is clutching his head and his shoulder, and trainers are going to come out there and speak with him as the sophomore quarterback is going to have to come out of the game. And I believe he was out for the remainder of the game, but it didn't matter anyway. Indiana had no chance of coming back, as the final score is going to be 35-3. Purdue wins the Old Oaken Bucket rivalry. And as you can see here, play of the game was Chris Quinn's interception that really got the balls rolling as we went up 14-0 and never looked back. And it was really a short video because this was really just a blowout game. Shavers, play of the game, 69 yards rushing, 59 yards receiving, and 2 touchdowns. So he did a great job. And as you can see there, we win the rivalry of the Old Oaken Bucket. And I do believe that's win number 10 for us on the season. As you can see, we kind of just dominated Indiana for the most part. Only had 208 yards total. And they were 2 for 12 on third down with 4 turnovers. The backup quarterback fumbled once, and he also threw an interception. I'm sorry, he just threw an interception. Turbus there, as you can see, was 9 for 17. Robert Marv came in, was 4 for 9, but he threw an interception. He also fumbled the ball running down the sideline, but he didn't do anything to blow the game away. Shavers, as you can see, 69 yards rushing. Doug Gentry came in backup. He had 34. Marver had 23-yard rushing on his own, but as you can see, that fumble there, that was his second turnover. He had 2 turnovers in the second half for Purdue. Raheem Mostert definitely led the way, along with Akeem Shavers, 3 catches apiece. And Atavius Edison had the 59 yards and a touchdown, and Landon Fletcher had 8 tackles for Purdue. Indiana, as you can see, Trey Robinson was just 2 for 11 for 15 yards and 2 sacks before he came out of the game. He did have 68 yards rushing, but it was nothing close to being able to help out the team. Indiana Stephon Houston had just 5 carries for 12 yards. They didn't really do much. Now, he did have 6 catches for 43 yards, but the running game was non-existent, and Jakari Alexander led the way with 7 tackles. So now here, as you can see, Ohio State lost to Michigan, so Purdue is number 1 in the Big Ten Leaders Division. At 9-3, 6-2, they are number 1 spot. And guess who they play again? Michigan, number 6 in the nation, 10-2. 7-1 in the conference. That's right. The Big Ten title game is going to be Purdue and Michigan, number 23 versus number 4 in a rematch. As you can see here, we lost to them 23-10 earlier in the season. They still dominate us in every category for the most part, except for pass offense and rush defense. But it's going to be a tight one for us. And as you can see, we've got Turbus, who's got 25 touchdowns and 6 interceptions. Ralph Bolden should return for the game. And Antavius Edison is almost at 1,000 yards receiving for this season. We got some great defensive players, and it should be a good matchup against Denard Robertson, Fitzgerald Toussaint, and Roy Roundtree. So stay tuned for the next episode of the Big Ten Championship game and see how we handle the Wolverines. Till then, have a great day.